You have cable and you love it, right? And then maybe you want to put an extra TV in another room and you're like, you know what? I don't know if I want to pay for an extra cable box. Why don't you try Roku? You can put Roku in your regular TV. Immediately you open up a world of entertainment. Turns any TV into a smart TV instantly. I'm talking about like over 500,000 different options. And it gets more and more and more every single day of TV shows, movies, streaming content, news, sports, weather, series, everything, all your favorites, HBO, Netflix, Hulu, HSN, QVC, whatever it is you want to watch, without necessarily being plugged to the cable, okay? Because you've got that all built in. What we're offering today is not one, because look, $79 is a decent deal for one with everything we're gonna give. We're gonna give you two, so that you can give one or give two away as gifts. You're gonna get two of the Roku USB sticks. You just plug them into the port on the back of your TV, and all of a sudden you got a smart TV instantly, okay? It works with your Wi-Fi and all that stuff. You all got Wi-Fi because you got tablets and phones and all that stuff. So everybody who doesn't live up in the middle of no man's land has Wi-Fi. All right, 1, 2. The remote control is not just an average remote control. First of all, it's got smart buttons. So if you like Netflix, Hulu, Sling, or any of those are built right in. But this one you can talk to. This has voice control. So if you want to find Clint Eastwood movies, I just grabbed that out of nowhere. Or let's make it holiday movies. You can talk to it and it'll search the programming for you without you having to do nothing. The setup is easy. When you plug it in, Roku takes you on a little tutorial, tells you how to do it. Both sets with the batteries, with all the stuff that you would need to charge anything is good to go. Two gifts separately. It's perfect. Bill Duggan is over there by the big TV. Yep. You can plug this in any TV.
And that's just it. This is a smart TV, but it's not as smart as Roku.
No, I know. And Roku's smarter than regular smart. And I have Roku and I have a smart TV.
And that's just it, because like, you know, a lot of our smart TVs have built-in apps, like the big names, but not all the names.
And they're hard to access on some TVs. You got to go through all this different stuff.
Hard to find the content, hard to access all that stuff. Exactly. This is the simplest upgrade. And by the way, there are a lot of media streamers out there. You probably are confused. Roku is #1. And why is Roku #1? You see the footprint, it's small and easy. You plug it directly into your HDMI port and boom, you've upgraded your television. Here's that remote control. The stick is actually smaller than the remote control, so it's convenient, no clutter, no mess. But just by plugging this in, I'm walking away with 500,000 pieces of content. I mean, thousands of different channels in terms of, like, you can see Amazon Prime right over here, but have you heard about these big ones that just launched? They're now in and on your television. So you have Apple TV Plus, you have Disney Plus, which is great, and then you even have free content and free channels. This is the perfect time of year to get Roku home and to try it. Why? You're gonna have family coming over. They all have different options. Like you mentioned Clint Eastwood. I don't know where a Clint Eastwood movie is. I don't know what channel to find that on. I can speak to my Roku and say, Clint Eastwood. Boom, it's gonna do the thinking. It's gonna, boom, just like that. There's a great picture of him, and I can follow this person.
Look at all the movies.
And all these great movies. Wow. I mean, which one should we watch? I mean, there's so many options.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Which one?
The Iger Sanction.
The Iger Sanction, okay, perfect. So we've never done this demonstration before, everybody. So look, it has found it for me, which I couldn't have found it that easy at the video store or anywhere else. Yeah. I can watch it for free because it's on the Roku channel. I can watch it down here on Sling for $2.99.
And by the way, I have the Blu-ray. 39 bucks. So rent it for $3. And I've watched it twice.
I was gonna say, how long have you watched it?
And I bought it.
But that's just it. With company coming over, it's a perfect time because, you know, they want to watch Clint Eastwood movies. I want to watch It's a Wonderful Life. One thing you have to realize about Roku, there's a variety of options out there. Roku itself can be up to $100 for one. And what does that give you? It gives you the same amount of content. However, the way it works might be a little different. This one gives you the ability to speak to it. You can't always do that with all your Rokus. Some Rokus are bigger. They can be quadruple the size. They can be about as large as this voucher, which, by the way, you're getting 30 days to Up and Family and Faith, which is great because you like those Hallmark movies and everything. That's 30 days of that pretty much, which is just awesome. But you notice over here, back on the big screen, all these different channels provide me with a variety of options. Because yes, I have the big names, the new names, you know, Apple TV and Disney. I have the big streaming channels, which we like. I have my favorite shopping channels, the networks, the news, all this stuff. And you pick what you want to watch. You could have 3 tiles of channels up here. You could have 100. Oh, you notice there's stuff here for games. And there's really, the list goes on and on. Local TV, free TV. I mean, we do like free, right? Let me just go back to this real quick. Because you notice we go over here and we have our big names, right? But then there's a lot of free options. Roku channel is one of them. Like you asked for that movie, it was on the Roku channel, free. And so we do appreciate free because just by getting the Roku home, there's no more subscriptions you have to do with Roku. So you're walking away with free content, whether it's local broadcast stuff, whether it's great old movies that we want to watch. I mean, I was scrolling through here. Schitt's Creek, very popular these days, which is great. Wendy, our girl, we love her. But then you just flick through and all this stuff, there's Oscar-nominated stuff, and the list goes on. And all this is free. But speaking of the time of year to try it, with company coming over and needing a variety of stuff, do you know a lot of these streaming services launch a lot of their big stuff right now? Because it's a holiday time, it's winter, we're snowed in. They do. And that's what's great because you can now watch it with family and friends just by adding the Roku to that television. So I made this television smarter, which was great. But then maybe you have that older TV. Maybe you have that TV that just sits in the guest room and you don't have a cable box to it because you rent the cable box every month. But your company comes just in December. Put this in there.
You don't want to run a wire, drill a hole through the wall to put another cable in there. You can do. You can use this.
You can move it around from room to room. My stepmother, who works in her home office, she's an accountant and gets busy during that tax season. Instead of bringing the TV in and moving it around, she brings in the little TV. She plugs in a Roku, and she can be watching a variety of different shows easily.
Well, Bill, look, I mean, we have a Westinghouse TV coming up, right?
Plug it in.
Perfect. It's a 32-inch TV. If you put that TV in your kitchen, right, and you've got your Roku, all the cooking shows, everything. I mean, you have all that access, and you never have to run a cable. And the reason I say that is because sometimes putting a cable box in your kitchen would be weird. You don't need that. And then with the TV, the TV doesn't. What does that TV weigh, Joe? Like 13 pounds. So you can move it around. This is portable, that's portable. They can work perfectly together. We up at the house that we have up in Vermont, that's all we have is Roku. We use Roku and we use Sling, and we also have Netflix up there. It's all you need. I mean, we go up there and I never exhaust the content. I watch old series like the old Twilight Zone stuff. We have a whole thing that we do up there, and we can access all that. Yeah. And if we want to pay for it, we pay for it. If we don't, we don't.
Boom.
Look at this.
I just found the Twilight Zone.
Not only the movie, the series, all the episodes, lost classics.
You want holiday programming? It's a Wonderful Life. I'm not even typing. I'm speaking to this one. Boom.
Look at all the versions.
Found it that fast.
Yeah.
All the versions. But what's also cool about it, like you mentioned this, if I would have to log into Prime. I'd have to log into all these different options, log into Redbox, Vudu. But it's actually curated it, unbiased for me. So I could pay $3.99. But you also notice it's giving me a 4K option because I would have to do all that work. Roku does the work for you. I even love this. It can play music for you because you have your music channels on here. All I Want for Christmas. Oh, found the movie. But normally you can also find the song on Pandora or whatever. It just get it home. And I'd love to show you how simple this is to install. Because you also mentioned having a cable box in your kitchen. That's clutter. That's an extra remote.
Right.
This is really small. Because I'm going to take this stick over to our basement television over here. Because this is what happens. This TV that's in the basement, in the kids' room, in the home office, it doesn't have a signal. But you know what? We have company coming. I want to make it, I want to bring it to life. So guess what? I come around here. Everything you need is in the box. From the batteries, you don't need an HDMI cable because you notice it's an HDMI stick. See the HDMI port? So I take it right over here, and the signal, this television that had no signal, all of a sudden is going to have all of these amazing channels, all of these options. And when I mean options, it's gonna be the Apple TV, it's gonna be the Disney, it's gonna be your HSN channel. Okay, it's loading up all that content, but I just spent, what, $40 because it's a 2-pack to get Roku home, and I brought life back to this television. Maybe it's the TV you're giving off to the kids because they're moving into an apartment and going away to college, because you pick the content that you want. Boom. I know I have Disney television. I have Netflix. And this was just, the throwaway television, but now it brought it back to life. One thing I want you to realize, like right over here, I love this example. Major League Baseball, season's over. I don't want that channel anymore. I can come right down here. I go to remove channel, boom, it's gonna remove it. If you tried to change your cable lineup or change your package with the cable company, that could be hours on the phone. Not only that, but then you're reconfiguring your contract and all of that. You walk away with so many just great user-friendly options. You just gotta get it home. And again, I can't stress enough, this is a perfect time of year to try Roku, because with that, maybe you do wanna cut the cable in one of your rooms because you wanna try streaming more. And check this out. This is HSN Live. This television had no signal. Now I'm watching television, and this TV is not tethered to the wall. I can put it down in the basement because that's where the kids are hanging out.
Yeah.
I can put it out in the garage because dad's working on a project out there. It's cleaning out the garage time. So you can take this content, not just became pretty much Netflix, it became a huge tablet with tons of content.
And there's only 2 cords there, Bill. One is to plug your Roku in, and the other one is to plug it into power. There's nothing else that you need to deal with. Please remember, there's 2.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at this and they see us go through our demos and they think $79 for Roku, that's not such a great deal. You're gonna get 2 of these, 2 completely separate systems so that you can install one anywhere in your house. You could give one to, as a gift. You could donate them. I'd love donate, because each box is self-contained. It comes with the Roku, I said earlier, I said USB, but I meant HDMI. The HDMI, which all your TVs have. If you have a TV that's 8 or 9 years old or plus, it even goes longer now. HDMI's been around for a long time. It's just a port in the back that plugs it in, and that's all you need to do. You're good to go. All right, and you're going to give you 2 separate ones: your chargers to plug your stick in, and you also get the remote and the batteries. Yep. Everything is included. So out of the box, you could be watching Roku in about a minute and a half, because when you plug it in, you'll see the Roku does its little Roku dance, and then it guides you as to what to do, what your options are, the things that are free, the things you can pay for. Oh. I mean, it's really a good deal.
And again, get it home. There's channels you've never even heard of before, but you get to try them for free. Like one of my favorite ones that I never even knew we had. Did you know we have an HSN QVC channel on here together?
Love it.
Join together. There's a
love that.
fireplace channel, so I can turn it into a fireplace. There's a rain channel where I can have ambient sounds in my bedroom. There's games for the kids. It really just does a lot. Oh, another quick thing. Because this is an advanced one, this remote control can learn your television, so I can actually increase the volume and everything with my Roku remote.
And don't forget, you can talk to it, which is these are the voice control Rokus. They're more expensive, and we're going to do 2-pack. All right, so I mentioned about utilizing this. Billy, thank you so much. Great job. So I mentioned this. Did you see the TV that Joe has?
Love it. Yeah.
So Joe, we had over 1,000 TVs. Now we have less than 900 TVs.